This is the best of the Rocker Morning Show with Meatball and Mark.
Rick, you're on with Mark and Meatball. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Rick?
Living the dream.
Oh,
My
yeah.
life's amazing.
Quite literally. Rick Harrison, welcome to the Rocker Morning Show, obviously known for the smash hit on History Channel, Pawn Stars. It's been 13 years since the TV show started, and now you guys are literally taking the show on the road with Pawn Stars Do America with Corey and Chum. It's got to be an exciting new chapter for you and the boys, huh?
No, yeah. It's, we wrapped season 19 in April, and we're thinking, we got to do something really special for season 20.
Yeah.
We came up with this idea where it was going to be called the Pawn Stars Roadshow, but then
Right.
we had to change it.
Little issue there with that one.
For reasons.
Well, yeah, it was like the Pawn Stars thing, they Do America. But I was also thinking of Corey and Chum and Beavis and Butthead.
Right, exactly. That's what I thought of.
That's as soon as I saw Pawn Stars Do America, I was like, that's got to be the Beavis and Butthead reference right there. That's got to be it. What are you doing with this season that's different? Obviously, you're hitting the road, but are you guys going into different pawn shops around the country, or are you going into people's own places?
Big event in every city where people just line up with all their crazy stuff, and I got it's me, Corey, and Chum. Plus, I have staff for the pawn shop because people are showing up with a lot of stuff. I mean, one day we were supposed to be done at 6 o'clock. We were done at midnight.
Oh, my
People
gosh.
just helping people, yeah.
I was thinking about the show too, and I'm like, that's so hard because when you're in your storefront and you've got people bringing goods to you, you've got all the paperwork there, but being on the fly, a lot of money being transferred and everything, I'm sure that just kind of complicates the situation.
Well, I mean, the money thing on the road was it was just a little difficult trying to sign up people for PayPal who don't have PayPal. So they're like, no, you're not getting, I'm not bringing all this money in cash with me.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
so you got a 70-year-old guy there going this is how you do PayPal.
That was a walk in the park.
I'm trying to teach my mother how to use Venmo. That's been fun.
Did you guys find your way over to Michigan?
We did not do Michigan. We did Denver, Seattle, San Francisco, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., Savannah, Georgia, Austin, Texas, and North Carolina.
That's
Okay.
sweet. Yeah, I know there's 8 episodes, but they're all running 2 hours long. I imagine there's got to be a lot of finds that you guys had to sift through.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy the amount of stuff that was showing up at every show. I mean, the show just has got a lot of really cool stuff, but then there was remember, this is people randomly showing up with that box, that trinket that Grandma gave them that said it was priceless and that. So I mean, all day long it's sorry.
Now, are there things that you found doing this on the road that you think maybe you would have never had a chance to see in your shop in Vegas? Like maybe it was either too big or too regional to take out there?
Well, yeah, I mean, because a lot of stuff people brought out because they were just curious. They didn't even know if it was worth any money.
Okay.
They're not going to come to Vegas for it. And, there's also some big things. I bought a few cars. I bought some cars and things like that would have never showed up in Vegas. And just a lot of really neat stuff.
Was there anything that kind of amazed you maybe in one location?
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. I mean, one person had their great-great-great-grandfather was an admiral in the United States Navy and had his original commission signed by Andrew Jackson when he was a lieutenant. Wow. Then they had the next commission when he became a commander signed by Franklin Pierce, and then a captain a few years later signed by Franklin Pierce. And then when he became a Commodore, that commission signed by Abraham Lincoln. And then when he became an admiral, signed by Andrew Johnson. I mean, they had all their military commissions. It just told an amazing story. I got those.
That's awesome.
They originally wanted $150,000, and it got down to 4 figures.
Holy cow, man.
Now, from this new series, how often was it that you found something you really wanted, but the owner just wouldn't budge on the price?
That happens all the time. Well, a lot of people, this roadshow thing we did, probably 75% of the people just want to know what it was worth. Hey, we just go down there and get a free appraisal.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it made great TV.
Very cool. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And something I really do love about the show, and about you guys is everyone seems to know at least a little bit about a lot, which I'm sure comes in handy with, the work that you guys are in. Was that something that you and the staff kind of acquired over time at the shop, or was it kind of pre-pawn shop interest like the history and collectibles that kind of lent you into the business?
I've been buying and selling stuff since I was 13 years old, and I've had a pawn shop for 34 years now. And I'm a super nerd, by the way. Just don't ask me anything about popular culture because I won't know.
Right.
I mean, the Kardashians could sit down next to me at a bar and I would have no idea who they were.
The history stuff in particular, because I always gravitate towards that, especially since it's, on the History Channel and stuff. But like those history things, was that something that you really gravitated towards?
Oh, yeah. I mean, so like I say, I'm that super nerd. I mean, like that joke I've been saying for years. I mean, like I read the history of batteries twice, and that's not a joke. I really did that. Like,
oh my gosh, that's great.
No, when you aren't sure on something though, in especially in Pawn Stars, you call in a specialist. How are you able to have an expert in almost every field? Does that just come with being in the industry for so long?
It comes with being in the industry. Like
Okay.
when I'm not doing when I'm not filming Pawn Stars, I'll just text them pictures. But like if we have an idea of what something coming in the store, I'll have them there to check it out. So I don't know everything, and like these are all people I've done business with for years and years and years.
What's the most obnoxious thing that's come through the doors so far at Pawn Stars?
Let me see, the weirdest thing. Okay, so this was probably like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Guy walks in the store with 7 human skulls in a duffel bag.
Oh my God! No.
Okay, so apparently he went to it was in the Midwest. There was a dental school, and they auctioned off all their old stuff because I guess they use like plastic skulls now. And he bought a box full of stuff, and they had these skulls in it. And he wanted to sell them to me. I'm going like, yeah. I look at the guy and go, you've seen my show, like when I said, let's do some paperwork. That paperwork involves filling out a little police report and sending it to the cops of what I bought. Okay, and even though you have all these receipts and everything, my shop will be shut down for 2 days.
Right.
Oh my gosh!
It's like, what do you want to sign the paperwork in blood?
But literally, he's got 7 humans. I'm going. That's first off, it's super creepy. Even if I wasn't going to be a nightmare, I wouldn't want them.
Oh.
I mean, these guys could be serial killers or something.
Sure.
So that was the weirdest moment ever. Like 7 human skulls in a duffel bag.
What would you
They
put?
really were in a duffel bag.
What would you put on the sticker if you ended up on the shelf? It just says 7 human skulls for sale.
Complimentary duffel bag.
Free carrying case. Like, sir, that's a duffel bag.
Yeah.
You guys purchase and buy and sell a lot of things. What would you say is the most expensive thing that you've ever seen, whether that be, in your travels in the store or even something maybe you didn't have the funds to buy or just didn't get a hold of?
Most expensive thing ever, probably ex-wives.
Ouch!
I don't know if those can go in and out of pawn shops. That might be a totally different round of paperwork.
No, but I mean, like, there's been times I bought $1 billion worth of gold off somebody. It's just not, and I make a whole whopping 1%.
Right.
But it doesn't make great television. And as far as like big things go, I mean, I get people ask me this all the time. I really don't like to spend over $100,000 on anything because you start getting like those super, super expensive things. It's rarefied air who can buy it and stuff like that.
Sure.
I mean, when I was in a couple of years ago in England, I bought a Banksy for like $1 million, but I had a customer lined up already, and I flipped that real quick.
Gotcha.
But as far as items go, that would probably be it. Would be the Banksy, but in general, I mean, if it's going to be stuff that I don't have a customer for, I don't like to get super pricey because the higher you get the price, the fewer customers you have.
Yeah, the bigger
absolutely.
risk too.
Well, the new show airs Wednesday, November 9th. This is the 20th season of Pawn Stars, Doing America. Is there kind of a sneak peek of info maybe that you want to throw out there for people that might, one little last bit of enticement to get them to watch this season?
It's going to be an absolute blast, and it's 2 hours long, so you get so much more of Chum Lake.
Oh, that's awesome. Fantastic.
Extra dose of job, yeah.
Oh, man. Rick Harrison with Pawn Stars, Do America. Stoked to see the new episodes, the new season, and we really appreciate your time today, man.
Thanks, Rick.
All right, thanks for having me. Bye-bye, guys.
Buddy.
See you, Rick.
Live weekday mornings from 6 to 10 and on demand in the Rocker app. It's the best of the Rocker Morning Show on 107.7 RKR.